Welcome all of you to today's program. We are blessed to have our Maharaj with us today. Swami Sarvadevananda Maharaj is a minister in charge and spiritual leader of the Vedanta Center in Southern California. And also, more importantly, he is our guiding monk of the Austin Ashram. Swamiji got initiated by Swami Sarvadevananda Shankaranandaji Maharaj, the seventh president of the order, and joined the mission in 1965.
65.
Has been at the Hollywood Center since 1993. And we are blessed in the age of YouTube to have access to so many of Swamiji's lectures in YouTube. Every week, Swamiji means you hold 3 or 4 classes on the Upanishad, Gospel, and Bhagavatam. 3 classes every week. So we are lucky to get access to all of that. And whenever you have visited Austin, you have given us wonderful lectures. The one I remember the most is impromptu, you asked us for a topic and we asked you to please explain Ma's message that is in the dining room there about never find fault with anyone and how to make all your own. And I still remember several points from that lecture. So looking forward to another interesting talk with your wisdom. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
Stapakaya sadharmasya sarvadharma sarupine avatar varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. So it is so nice to see you all, and it is a weekday, and it is very difficult to come at this time to attend to some discussion or anything. You know, it is a joy always for me when I find that someone in the path of spirituality, we are together. We gather together for many reasons, but for spiritual life, rarely we find good companions. The good companion is the holy company. So I am happy to have the holy company, because holiness is in all of you and holiness is in all of us. So that's the glory of Vedanta. I have not given any topic. I was thinking what to do. The glorification of the Atman or Vedanta. Vedanta is here, this Vedanta center, because of whom? Vivekananda. But no, because of whom? Ramakrishna. Because of whom? Go back. The Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita and all this. Because of whom? Shankaracharya, who established this Vedanta, re-established this Vedanta for the good of humanity, and that since his arrival in the world, no? Hinduism or Vedanta would have been abolished from the world if Shankara was not born and gives the support of his wisdom and knowledge and established Vedanta in the right manner with the logic and with all arguments and of his own extremely pure, undaunting spiritual life. He is called the Acharya. Acharya is teacher, extremely honored teacher, teacher of the teacher. That's called Acharyanang Mahacharya. He is the Acharya, Mahacharya, great teacher. Shankara, you all say, wait, so we shall remember today little bit of Shankara. You know, every religious spirituality, decadence of that spiritual ideology comes in course of time. People forget the principle and they fight with the unnecessary part of spirituality, external part, secondary part. Primary part, they forget. What is the primary part? Primary part is this world is going on. Who am I? Where did I come from? Why this world? Why suffering? Why joy? Why this emotional attachment and crying and weeping, born and dead? This is the mystery, and this mystery should be solved. And that is the core of spirituality. No material science, however developed may be, will be able to solve this mystery. It will end up to certain range because end is buddhi, intellect. Intellect cannot go beyond. But it is called the experience. And that experience of what? Experience of what we are. Presently we are experiencing what we are not. We are experiencing, I am the body, I am hungry, I am angry, I am so sad, I am sick. All descriptions, I, it is a wrong identification. And I am talking wrongly. I am not sick, body is sick. I am not happy, mind is happy. I am not lost, I am lost in my understanding or in worldly circumstance, I am lost. So what I am not, I have been trained to think that I am that. And what I am, we forgot that. And we don't pay any attention to that, what I am really. That I is not away from me, and I am to go and find somewhere in secret place that I or that my real nature is sitting somewhere hiding in a deep cave, and I have to go and enter into that. But it is all the time here. Because of that I am blinking my eyes, I am seeing you, I am hearing, I am talking, I am moving, I am working in the life and experiencing all these joys and suffering and pleasure and pain. So this is the real exploration of our own self, and that is the real key of spirituality. But people go, as I said, with this secondary kernel and the husk. It is the seed and the husk. People fight with the husk only. Don't go to the core of spirituality. Shankara came to address that. When Shankara came, look at the history of India in the context Shankaracharya came. He came after Buddha, 565 or something, and AD, and Buddha was BC. So there is a gap. Buddha came, and two things. India is very much glorified because of its prestigious Vedic wisdom, Vedas. And what Vedas teaching? This core, we are Atman, we are Brahman, we are Atman. But this is the peak of spiritual wisdom. But where we start, we are ordinary people, we lead a good life. We do some offering to God, oblation to God, and that's called the karma kanda. Everyone starts with karma kanda. Everyone goes to the school and go to the kindergarten school, not a first to master's degree or in the university. So you will have to do, and when you go to the kindergarten school, you know that tools and toys and this and that are the accessories. And we learn alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, A for apple, B for bat, C for cat, no, nothing connection with cat, C, and B ball, nothing, but we learn like that. And we fight, my apple is right, not with another A, start with another word, A. Not this, not, and they fight and kill each other. That's weak religion. Forgetting that the purpose of it is to learn the alphabet. So purpose of this whole spiritual science is to know who am I, as I have talked about. And Veda said you have to graduate. You have to go step by step. So start with karma kanda. You do eat, sleep? No. I will not eat. I will offer it to God and then eat. do some havanam. Havanam means sacrifice, fire. Sacrifice in the fire, whatever mantra, and then the prasad, you take the prasad. And also when you do the havanam, you distribute some food to others, poor people, sustenance of others and everything. No? That is the tradition of karma kanda. And then what happened? People normally, because of that weakness, they get engrossed into the karma kanda only. Forgetting why karma kanda, why we enter into kindergarten school. Not to stay in the kindergarten class, but to graduate. And they forgot that. And they stayed there. And that's why the people forgot the philosophy of Vedanta, Jnana Kanda. That part he forgot. And he got engaged into what he called the Karma Kanda. Only havanam, havanam, havanam. Only tons of ghee and burning and this and that. Good, there is nothing wrong. Rather to kill somebody, to do some destruction, is a better thing to do. But this does not give you freedom and satisfaction. So he forgot like that, and whole India was totally full of karma kandis. Buddha came, God came. He said, what is nonsense going on? People forgot. And they are doing all this havanam, 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 havanam. Only the sacrificial fire and ghee burning and chanting mantra, not understanding what the mantra means, why am I doing this, what is the purpose of this, all what nonsense going on. Stop. So he started, and also associated with sacrifice of some animals, sacrifice, etc., was related part of that jagnas, earlier jagnas. So he stopped. He was fighting against this karma kandis. So actually the whole India turned into another idea that don't talk about God. God is a problem. Even now God is a problem. Because of God so much fight is going on, no? If there is no God, at least no such fighting and bloodshed would have been happened in the history in the world, no? Swamiji said, more bloodshed has been is the result of our religious ideologies and fights, no? So again God, he said, I don't talk about God. Be honest, be pure, be selfish, serve others, lead a good life. Forget that big philosophy. And big philosophy came. Big philosophy is there. Who are you? That is there in a subtle way. He said that first, no, be a moral person, good person, non-injury, don't hurt anyone, don't do this moral life and beautiful life, build up your life, feel for others, do some good, charity, etc. Ashtanga Marga. And he gave this practical solution, not to go to philosophize. He philosophized, but not for the public. So he turned this idea of havanam, sacrifice, and not implementing into life of purity and love. So he said, apply those formulas, and then he started this Ashtanga Marga, Buddhistic path, and philosophically, don't think of God, there is no God. Now, you think God is what? Analyze, 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 and Vedanta also got affected by that what is absolute Satchidananda, there is nothing as such, the world will disappear. Dukkham, 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 everything is dukkha, full of suffering. So how to get out of the dukkha? So you just, this world is anittam. It is not permanent, it is transient, it is now here, it is not there. Vedantic principle, he has taken everything and did not define, as Vedanta says, that Brahman is the ultimate truth. He didn't talk about that. His God is Saguna or Nirguna or Sakara or Nirakara, all this description, he didn't go into that. He said, this ultimate reality is Sunnam. But what is Shunna? Shunna means void. Void of what? Void of this relative existence, no? It is not void means nothing. It is not Shunna does not mean, that's the wrong interpretation. Sri Ramakrishna said, why Buddha will be nihilist? he could not say what he experienced. That is the point. When you experience that absolute truth, who can experience? Who can express? Upanishad says, na, mano abang manasa gaucharam. It is beyond Bak, beyond mind. It is beyond all description. So you cannot do that. That's why it is Shunna. Why Shunna? Because this world does not exist. The earth goes, sun goes, everything is, all relative existence goes away. What remains? There is no world at all. Shunna means Shunna of the absence of this world and the relative world as we see and experience in our day-to-day life. You go to meditation, look at your own life. When you have a good sleep, last night you slept, even for a few seconds. Where was your world? Where was this world? Where was your dream world? Where was your anxieties, worries? Where was your America, England, or India? You have no concept of time, no concept of space, no concept of causation. Even every day we are going to that state. And it is Shunna, it is not what is there. When you go to deep sleep, think about that, what is there in you, before you. Shunna of what? Neither this existential world with a waking state, nor the world of dream, what you have seen, and ultimately even any other concept, because mind is sleeping there. If that happens for us every day, suppose a person who is moving consciously into the inner chamber of the heart and transcending the external world and the time-space causation, moving away from that, your understanding about the gods and goddesses and the mental realm, no? People call visions and experiences, cross that level. Then when it goes to further details, where are you? Who will be experiencing? What is experienced? That is called the Shunyam, according to Ramakrishna and Vedanta's idea. Buddha was not Shunyavadi, but he was a Purnavadi. That's our explanation. Buddhists will not accept. That's okay. But Buddha, after the illumination, look at him, he was exceedingly joyful. If it is Shunya, how can it be joyful? When you are looking vacantly, you say your vacant look. Vacant look and joyful look are the same look. Joy will sparkle through your face, is it not? And vacant, you're dull. So Buddha was not dull. Buddha was so full of joy, he was running back and forth for 7 days out of the ecstatic joy when he has the illumination first. It is called, in the Bodh Gaya you go, there is a pathway where Buddha walked after illumination. He was so upsurge of energy, of joy, he wanted to tell somebody, but what he could do, no one is around. So he walked back and forth like a mad guy for 7 days. And then he went back to tell that message. He came to Benares and find all the old ascetics who left Buddha because he ate payasam from Sujata, thinking that his austerity has gone down. So they thought that Buddha is a fallen yogi, so they left him. Now, so that is the point, that it is Shunyavad. And two things India suffered that time. First, the Vedic religion is abolished from the society because of Buddhistic approach. And then Karmakanda is ignored. People have no idea about God, no God, Buddhism says. It is all Shunna, Shunna, Shunna. High philosophy, talking high talk. When you talk to each other, they are high philosophers. But in life, they are all dry. That was the critical condition of India. And that time, decadence of Buddhism also happened. Buddha came with tremendous renunciation. He was the king, left everything. It is not, we say, we have become monk. What we have? We have nothing, we have left. And he was a king kingly pleasure. His beautiful wife and his child, glorious, gorgeous condition of the country. He left everything and renounced everything and became a beggar. Path of renunciation he took. And his followers were also inspired. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dharmang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami. So everyone started becoming monk. Hurry, what is this? It is a masses flock. They are like flocks. They run to someone doing something, ha 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 ha. Hurry, not the monastic. Well, everyone should not be monk. It's a disaster. The good children will come from good parents. And everyone becoming monk. Are you fit for monk life? As a result, what happens? Degradation came, decadence of Buddhism. A monk and nun, everyone should be monk. A 5 years boy, Buddhang saranang gacchami. What do you know of Buddha? You have no buddhi at all. And also, what he knows about sannyas, he does not know what is to enjoy. Sannyas is give up. First enjoy, then you give up. You do not know what you are giving up. It is only talking. You give up. A beggar may say, I have given up. You have nothing to give up. What you are a beggar? Have some $1 million, then you give up. That's called giving up. Have your pocket full of money, you give up. That's called giving. You have nothing in your pocket, I am a giver. So everyone become monk. That was a disaster. And Buddha didn't mean that. But it happened in time. Human nature is to go, forgot the renunciation, forget the path of the analysis of discernment, forgot the path of why human life is so precious, and attain Buddha consciousness. It is Buddha, whatever Shunya or Purna, it attaining the state of Buddha. That's Sambuddha, na? That was the goal. So be a Buddha yourself. That was his call. But people forgot that and they came down like that. And everyone becoming monk and nun means unfit people becoming monk and nun will make disasters. Even people trying to be a monk, how many stories we hear about the success and failure stories, no? It is a path, a very razor's path, and a very sharp razor's path, very careful movement, and God's grace and love for God and love for the divine should be so intense that you can overcome all your weaknesses. Anyhow, and then that is the condition. So Shankara came to face these two challenges. First, Vedas should have, everyone should start the spiritual life with karma. And when you karma purify your heart, then you will be suitable for higher class. That is called jnana. Without karma, you cannot go to jnana. First karma start with selfish motivation. A yajnas, I do this yajna, I will go to heaven. I do this yajna, I will be rich. In ancient time, our Vedic culture was that whatever you want, you can get it through this sacrificial fire or yajna idea. So that is the selfish, for my growth. First you start with that, then you find there is no joy. Only for my cannot give you joy. Then you start thinking, giving for others. Niskama karma. Do it, give it to God. And don't expect anything. So your sacrifice is happening. And then your mind will be purified, that will be fit for jnana path. So Shankara had to fight first to regenerate the Buddha idea. Mimamsakas, they are called Mimamsakas. He went to everywhere where the karma kanda was regaining in India, in different corners, the Vedic culture of regeneration of karma kanda, and that was interpreted that is the ultimate goal of life. So he encountered them. They said, Karma Kanda is good, but Karma Kanda is not the goal. It's a means. And he had to fight with Mandan Mishra, and very beautiful stories are there about the life of Shankara. You should read it. Very interesting. Shankara was a boy of 8 years boy, establishing the spiritual wisdom. And then, not on his, the life of Shankara, most of you know. Okay, let me say a few words about them. He was in Kaladi, he was born in Kaladi, his mother was widowed mother, nobody to look after the mother. Shankara was a boy, 5-6 years old, and his ayu, the lifespan was only 8 years. He will die, that was prediction. And so he's approaching to 8 years, then he thought that but he has already read the Vedas and the Upanishads under the tutelage. Namudri Brahmin family he was born. And then here it's true, if you take sannyas, this monastic vows, then you are dead from the world. No? So no more death will touch. So that means you can, then before you die, you realize God. So he was saying, Ma, I like to take sannyas. Mother was single mother, widowed mother, no other support. And she was not agreeing. But Shankara one day went for and Ma also, there is a river in Kaladi, and both of them are taking a dip into the river, and suddenly a crocodile arrived and caught the leg of Shankara, and crocodile is pulling the Shankara, baby Shankara, 7 years, approaching almost 8 years. And he cried out, Ma, tell me, give me permission that I can become a monk. And then otherwise I am going to die and die. And Ma ultimately said, okay, Baba, you take sannyas, but stay on in life, no? Don't go to under the crocodile's face. But actually crocodile left. And he got the permission of mother to be a monk. And then getting a monk, permission from mother, then with the tearful eyes, Shankara's mother gave permission, okay, go. And he wanted for a search of a guru. And he heard that his guru is Govindapada, is the name of the guru. And then, so he went. His Govindapada's guru is Gaudapada. Gaudapada's Govindapada and Shankarapada will come. But where will he find the guru? They heard that his guru lives on the bank of Narmada. What a address? Guru, Govindapad, on the bank of Narmada. And the bank of Narmada, 800 mile long river. And both sides, east side or west side, no one knows. And the boy, 7 years old boy, went on searching for guru. And could you believe how much tenacity for truth and knowledge? Then he went, and by chance he got on the bank of Narmada, Omkareshwar. There is a place, Omkareshwar, in the Shiva's, there is a Shiva temple, and very holy. I visited that place and stayed there for some time. So he went there and found the name of Govindapada, and he wanted to get mantra, because he's 7 years old, he will die soon. So before that he should get sannyas. So he went and asking for guru, I want to see Govindapada. The other older saintly people, they said, Are Baba, we came like your age, maybe a little above that, and we are waiting at the cave, front of the cave, waiting that Babaji will come and bless us with mantra and other, but he is in samadhi. He sometimes comes out when we do not know. We are waiting for him to come out. But he said, he didn't listen to them. He entered into the cave. And he was in samadhi, perfect samadhi. And Shankara then chanted a prayer in Sanskrit immediately with such a devotion, and Govindapada opened his eyes gradually and blessed him. Then he said, and you came, I am waiting for you so many years. Then he gave all the wisdom and spirituality to him. He got this, and then said, I bless you that you live another 8 years. Your life is extended. He said, no, I was waiting for this knowledge, and you have given me the knowledge of Brahma Jnana. Bas, my life's mission is fulfilled. Why am I to stay here? Please, please, please. The Guru said, no, 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 you have a purpose. I have given you all the ancient treasure of spirituality, which is from Vedic time coming around. Gaudapada to Govindapada, and Govindapada is giving to his Sankarapada. Huh? And so you should have to preach it. Now do. How will you preach? 2 ways of preaching. Talk, 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 talk as you are doing, or write some book. So what will be good? Write a book. What book? But no book, a commentary. The Upanishads, Brahma Sutras and Bhagavad Gita, 3 are the cardinal points of Hinduism. Hinduism stands on the 3 strong pillars. One is Upanishad. Second is Brahma Sutras, composed by Vyasa, Brahma Sutra. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna. You forget everything. These are the 3 pillars. What you say, Hinduism, if it corroborates with your rationality, that is the Brahma Sutra. It is experience, what is the Upanishad? You experience something. You may be hallucinating. You have to valid, your experience should be valid if it matches with Upanishad. And you may talk about God anyway, it is irrational unless it is in tune with Vyasa's explanation, Vyasadeva. And people are interpreting the verses of Vyasa in many various ways. Some is saying Karma Kanda is the goal, and all this misinterpretation. So you have to write explanatory notes. That's why Shankara is called commentator. He commented on the Upanishads, 10 Upanishads, and wrote an elaborate explanation in Brahma Sutra. And Shankara did that about Gita in a short period. So that's why under Guru's instruction, he was to die at 8 years. He did another 8 years, this voluminous work, humongous work, and it is all so logical and critical that no argument can stand over there. So in his argument you will find he has fought, discarded all the ideas of Karma Kanda. Karma Kanda is not the goal, Jnana is the goal. He has established that, and he has abolished this overemphasis on the Karma Kanda and the void theory. It is not void. Truth cannot be expressed, that is the truth. So Shankara has established this in his commentaries in the Gita, Upanishad and Brahma Sutra. Now he was going to die because his karma is done. So he was planning to do. And one day a certain person, a little old man, this is in India it happens, not in America or in any Western country. So one gentleman appeared, it's an old man, and Shankara was coming after taking bath in the Holy Ganga, going to Vishwanath temple. Few days are of his life because 16 years will be over, so he will leave the body because purpose is done. Guru has given the order to write commentary, I have written. Now, one gentleman, old guy, appeared before Shankara and he challenged. I challenge your commentary. And those days, if a scholar challenges another scholar, you will have to sit down to argue. You cannot run away. If you run away, you are done. You have to accept the philosophy of the other person. So here, Shankara took the challenge, and all the disciples of Shankara, they gathered around. They are great scholars also. Shankara was highest knowledge and logic, expert in logic and both experience and logic, buddhi and anubhuti. Now They started discussing, arguing the Brahma Sutras. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. I will now describe in what is Brahman, what is the questioning about Brahman, etc. And he's putting, and the discussion went into very fine and finer level. Even the audience and the great scholars of Benares who assembled around that meeting, it is becoming difficult for them to understand what is going on, what the finer point they are talking about. Because it is a very finer point. It is ultimately the world is gone, and then it is Sunna, or world is, that is Purna. It is consciousness, bliss, Satchidananda, or it is nothing. So it's a very fine level of discrimination. Analysis was going on, and then one day passed away, second day passed away, no conclusion. Both are fighting. The same way, intellectual fight. Third day, his disciples of Shankara said, Sir, who is this guy? See, after third day, they are asking, who is this guy? You are going to argument, go into debate to a university. You just go and start debating, and after 5 days say, who are you? It does not happen. And first you say, who are you and what is your credential? I am this, I differ with you, then come into discussion. No, this is India. As you said, Guru on the bank of Narmada. Kerala. That's the address, home address. Like that. See, they started arguing, and then he said, yes. And then next day, after discussion, third day, then he said, Sir, who are you? And then he appeared, Vyasadeva. The old guy, Vyasadeva himself has appeared, and he said, I was testing you. Shankar, I am very pleased to eat your commentary. I was arguing you to find out where you are wrong or right. You have interpreted the Upanishad and the Gita, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the right perspective. And that is the right explanation. All other explanations are mutilated or it is distorted. And then he said, okay, I am very pleased to eat you, Vasudev. Now you will live another 16 years. He said, my God, I don't want to stay here. Another 16 years. What for? My Guru have given the instruction that I should write this commentary and my duty will be over. Then who wants to stay in this body, in this mundane world? If I can be absorbed in eternal joy, who is there? If you get a job of $1 million, will you be staying with a job of $10,000, $50,000 job? So this is meaningless life. So much joy inside and samadhi and to be here again. No, I bless you. And he said, no, I don't want to stay. I said, no, you should have to stay. But why? My Guru ordered me and I have written the commentary and I have taught it to my disciples. They will carry this message to the posterity. But no. Shankar, that is not the right answer. Writing a book is not enough. You have to show the life. You should go and show your life and what you speak. What you speak, you experience. People will see that your face and you, the same. So that will create an integrity into understanding of the people. And this boy, getting that blessings, 16 years. Think of a boy, 16 years boy to 32 years, no? Walking from the down part, most southern part of India, Kanyakumari, walking up, Himalayas, length and breadth. He walked alone with his little leg, feet, no? And I challenged every Karmakanda people who are doing Bhavanam only, and every Buddhist. Catch them, court them, sit with them, argue, and smash their arguments and put that Atma, Vedanta philosophy as the core of spirituality. That is the whole India, then again revived with the ancient wisdom of Vedic religion, genuine Vedic religion, Sanatana Dharma. That is the Shankara's contribution. So we are deeply indebted to Shankaracharya. Because of him we are here. Because of him the world has been saved. The Western world, I am a sinner. That was the Western world. No. Vedanta says, no, you are not. We do mistakes. We do blunders. But we should be proud to do blunders because that is an experience. To rise above. Unless you know you eat something wrong and have cholesterol. And then when doctor said don't take, you don't listen otherwise. When he got a good bad blood test comes, and then they start strong medicine, okay, I give up other things. So there should be some experience behind that. And that was the contribution of Shankara. And his philosophy in a nutshell, we all know, it is said that in whole Gita Upanishad you can find his philosophy. But he has all the place has argued against two things, not karma kanda. Karma kanda may be taken as a step, but karma kanda not the goal. One. And second point, this ultimate reality is not void. It is not shunya, but it is the purna. And it can be experienced in every pore of the body. And he cited the example from the Upanishads, because Upanishads are the direct experience of the sages. And so that is the valid point. And with that he established the whole philosophy of what is the synopsis of that? You all know. Many times we have discussed it. Brahma Satyam, Jagad Mitha, Jiva, Brahma Eva Napara. Shankara says, Jadukna Slokardhena Pravakshami. Ardha means half. Slokam, half of the sloka. Pravakshami, I will tell you. Jad Uktam, which has been said, Yad Uktam, which has been said, Grantha Kotivi, and thousands of scriptures. That truth which has been explained in thousands of scriptures, I will tell you in the half a sentence. Ardha Sloka, Sloka Arthena Pravakshami. What is that? One word, Brahma Satyam. Ultimate truth is Brahman. Consciousness, bliss, absolute, joy, Satchidananda. This is the one, Brahma Satyam. That is truth. That is the truth. Satchidananda is the truth. Brahma Satyam. Jagat, this Jagat you see, it is mitha. It is false. False in what sense? You know, I see you, it is false. My hunger is false. No, I need food, I eat. How can it be false? Then what is the meaning of the mitha? Mitha means it is changing. Is it not? If someone say you tell a lie, what is the telling lie? You said yesterday something and today you are saying not the same thing. So changing, that's called lie. If you say yesterday, today, tomorrow, everything, then you are a truthful person. And what you are talking, that is the truth you are talking. The Brahma Satyam, Brahma is truth. Jagat, this Jagat, whatever you see, everything you think that it is as it is a reality. That everything is changing. See, we started our discussion about 40 minutes or 1 hour. We have changed by this time. Our body has changed, our mind has changed, our mood has changed. No, during this 40 hours, 40 minutes. So we are changing every second. We know when we are babies and we are now this. We change, and it is happening in such a slow process or in such a way, it does not catch our eyes. But if someone brings your photograph of when you are 10 years old and 20 years old and 25 years old, 30 years old, bring, how does it match? It is not like you at all. But I am saying I. So therefore, it is Jagat Mitha, Brahma Satyam Jagad Mithya. Mithya means false, means it is not the same every day. It is every split second, everything is changing. Medically, it is everyone accepts, no? Every cell, everything is changing and is getting some die and regeneration. So, in that sense, it is mithya. But it is not, the truth is that Brahman is the reality and these changes are wrong, which you see the changes. But what am I then? What am I then? What is my question? What is my problem? It's the world is let it go wherever it goes. What about me? Jiva in you, the individual soul, who is enjoying, in me, I, in you, another, your I. You know, that's called jiva. Your I, my I. People fight with what? My I, your I. So they are separate, as you understand. My understanding, your understanding, we differ there. So this I is different. But it is essentially what? This jiva is nothing but that Brahman alone. This is the whole of Vedanta philosophy. Think of the ocean. That example will be clear. Ocean is Satchidananda. And now ripple. Individual soul. Individual soul as a ripple or a wave, it is rolling, it is going up, down, reducing, adding. We add weight. I have added 10 pounds. I have lost 10 pounds. As you are talking about the body loss. The wave form changes. There's a bigger, it becomes smaller, it becomes ripple becomes big. These are all changing, but it is nothing but ocean water. That's the simplest example to understand this high philosophy. So if we understand this, you understand Vedanta. The Shankaracharya's contribution is that, think of this. Brahma Satyam, truth of the reality is Satchidananda Brahman, is the ocean of consciousness and bliss and joy. It is nothing but that. And then we are all jivas, ripples and waves. And it changes. Sometimes we see it, sometimes it drops. Sometimes birth, death, decay, growth, all these 6 changes is happening. It merges, but it is nothing but H2O, nothing but the ocean. So I am that, not this what I am thinking. And if we can identify ourselves with that I am that infinite ocean, then why to cry? For whom you will cry? You cry because you think you are a little wave and you are going to die. Someone is thrashing upon you. Someone is taking away your everything. I am dying. The body is dying. The shape is dying. It is merging into the ocean, came out of the ocean. Tajjalaniti Shanta Upashita. Upanishad says, it comes, everything, all this entire universe has come out of it. Tatja. From that it has born. Tadalan. It stays. All the waves and ripples stay because of this ground of ocean. Suppose if there is no ocean, will there be any ripple? Can there be any ripple wave without the ocean? So that ocean is the ground. Tadja tadalan is holding that. Taditi, the drops, the waves, ripples all merge into the ocean. We come from Brahman, we stand on Brahman, we die in Brahman, only we do not know. And we cry, I am thinking, I am the wave, I am the little wave, and you are angry with me, I am angry with you. My ego, your ego, fight, forgetting that we are the ocean at the background. We lost our identity, and we are misunderstanding our identity as the ripple, as the wave, and we are crying and weeping for that. Is it not simple Vedanta? Very simple Vedanta. Vedanta is very simple, very easy. Only we don't apply. So we are really grateful to Shankara for all this, and what a great Otherwise, this great treasure for the whole world. It is called Sanatana Dharma, eternal religion, because it does not belong to any country, any people, any gender, anywhere. It only believes in the universal truth of everyone's real life. Your real life, my real life, everyone's real life. But we are so soaked into the outwardness that we are connected with the holding on to the external only. But you see that every particle of the wave is made of water. This body I am seeing, it is made of that consciousness. But we are in the darkness of ignorance, and mind is clouded, mind is deformed. Deformed thing. Deformed why? And if your eyeglass is wrong, you can see wrong things. If it is colored eyeglass, you'll see the colored thing. You want to change the world, you change your glass. The way I look, that is my real, from birth I have learned to see that world. But you change your mind. Mind is the glass. Mind becomes purer and purer and purer. Then deeper and deeper experience of the world and ourselves will spontaneously happen. Okay? So now I leave it for you to have some questions, few minutes, if you have any.
Does anyone have any questions?
I can have one question.
Okay.
Ram Swami, so just reading somewhere, the question came up to Ramakrishna, why? Why is the Brahman doing this? And why is this happening? Why does he gave a response that, who are you to question? That's his listening, but I wanted to get your...
What I can say more? No, why there is no reason. Why, if there is only one, and this one has become many, why? For fun. Everything happens. Why? Why for fun? I give the old example. Suppose you are working whole week, and weekend you plan to go to Lake Tahoe and for skiing. And you go and start skiing and break your arm, fall down somewhere. So why do you do, what is the need of your weekend, giving up your fun and joy in your bed and listening to, watching the TV or whatever you like? You took the trouble after a whole week's work, another work where did you add it? For fun. God has no purpose. That's why it is said, God is like a child. Kazi Nazrul, a Bengali poet, Muslim poet, he wrote, Khelicho Bisholoe Biratu Sishu Anomone Khelicho. You are like a big child, baby. Bhangicho Goricho Tumi Apanomone. You are breaking a tool like that, throwing away, bringing out. This is like a child plays. Child has no reason or rhyme. No, it's just fun. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, what are you? It is his creation. Now we cannot understand. We cannot understand with our little petty mind. We cannot understand anything. Look at the development of the modern science, how much just we went back of the moon, got the pictures there, and the rocket came back, no? What a terrible, tremendous development of human mind. But what? This moon is what? Go to the galaxy. One galaxy. Go millions of galaxies. What you or me can think about the infinity? So it is very difficult to go to that level and to question why the stars are rotating this way, why the planets are doing like that, who has designed this body I am eating and what is going on. Do I know? Do you know? You have your lunch. What is going on inside? Do you know? So we do not know anything. Do you do anything for that? Am I doing anything for that? Look at that. I am looking at you, how it is happening. You go to the doctors, they will tell you such big philosophy. Yeah, my God, my every photograph taking from you and going into my brain, you are not there, it is in my brain. You'll be puzzled. That's the Maya theory. We accept Maya theory is difficult. This theory is very difficult. But there is nothing, you are not there. It is only in my brain, it is happening here. External world is not there. I'm touching, but no, it is only you are feeling that way, but it is happening there. So, how to understand that? Very difficult. That's why surrender. It is not contradictory. Spirituality is not contradictory with surrender idea. Because we fail to understand our buddhi is too little, our mind is too small to measure this infinite affair. Like it is like a struggling to reach sun and trying to measure how far is the distance with a 1 foot scale. You find out the distance from here to sun with a foot scale. That's impossible. Maybe it is like that. Unless your mind dies and your mind merges into the infinite mind. Then only. When the little wave analyzing why this struggle, why so much is going on, stop. Merge into the ocean and go there. Then you say, oh, who will put the question? It is only one, play. Why the ocean having so many ripples and waves and billows and what you call all this tsunami and everything? It is fun. But the ocean is fun. That's why we say, as a jiva, we can say, O Lord, Avo Siva, par karo mera naiya. Any question? Don't be shy, come out. Yeah. Better, one-sided talk I don't like. Better to hear from you.
Yeah, so it's easy sometimes to feel like weak, right? And so we kind of build ourselves up to say, I'm not this weak person, I'm Brahman. But then you also want to come at a place of humility at the same time. How do you balance, like, I'm not this weak thing to I'm Brahman, but I don't let that become like so ego, how do I balance like between nothingness and everythingness? Like,
so when you say I am nothing, what your question is how I can reconcile with the idea. What is your question?
My question is more about how you strike the right balance between not thinking that you're something so weak and thinking that you're something so great.
No, some here.
You know what I mean?
Just first word, I am weak. Mm-hmm. What part of your I is weak? Catch your own question.
Okay.
What? You are talking about weak about your Atman or about your body or your mind? If you say body and mind, you are not that. Mm-hmm. There is the solution. Mm-hmm. And that small I can say, oh Lord, your big I, help me. Surrender can come. But when you say, I have no suffering, I cannot have suffering. Suffering is mental suffering or physical suffering. So neither I am the physical body because it is not the same body, yesterday's body and now body. I had a headache yesterday and it's still continuing, okay? But headache does not belong to me, it is in the head, a material, physical body. I am not that. Clear, I am not that because headache will go away. Headache was not there, headache will go away. And it is only in the body. But not the body, I am the Atman. So it does not match anywhere. Logically we get out. And therefore, if logic cannot satisfy us, then how can I solve it problem? Okay, I know I'm a little guy, I have my body identity. Oh Lord, you are the Lord of the universe. Take away my body identity. Help me surrender. Reconcile. Hmm? Anyone?
I have a lot of questions, but I'll wait tomorrow.
Tomorrow? So I think that's good also.
One question a day. One question a day.
Okay, that's good. No, and not for question, but if anything comes to your mind spontaneously. Okay, eh? Okay.
So this Vedanta helps us understand the metaphysics of who Atman is and who Brahman is, and when we connect that back to Bhakti, why would we believe that there is a reason to pray to Brahman, the absolute reality? Why would the absolute reality want our prayers?
No, they don't want, he has no problem. He does not want anything, but it's our problem.
So then
So-
why should we believe there is merciful? Or
Yeah, because I feeling that I am this much. If I feel I am not this body, so I have no problem to ask for anything. If I know I am not the body, not the mind, I am the Atman, I am the pure consciousness, I am the source of all joy and bliss, I don't need anything. Who I care for? What God is needed for me? Because I don't know that, that's why it is my problem. I am poor, I need some money. I have no pocket money. So I go to some rich person and say, could you please give me something? So we go to the richest person in the whole world, we call God. And God incarnates in the form of Ramakrishna, Buddha. And we pray to them because God himself has taken this, Absolute has taken this form by his own compassionate heart for us. So through their channel I want to get rescued. I give some money, my pocket will be filled, and my loan will be paid, and I'll be free. You have to pay the loans. Okay?
I guess it's just to follow up on it. It's a little unsatisfying. We're saying that we have Maya, right? We're ignorant of our true nature, and then the solution is we have to put faith on
No,
an avatar or something.
no, you need not have to, but if you are hold on to that, that's also to do. But are you always possible for you to hold on to that philosophy? No, so long you are body bound, you will have to at one point say enough. I tried to solve the problem myself, I am helpless.
When the Swamiji was here earlier and he walked us through you're not this, you're not that, etc. to get to the point where you are Atman. There were a few steps there, and at the time I kind of mentally skipped over one, and I've been stuck on that since. So I get, okay, there's the Brahman, the eternal truth.
There is not Brahman, Brahman is.
Brahman is, that is fine. Okay? But then we start saying, I am not this, I am not the body,
Okay.
I am not the mind,
Good,
etc.
good.
And it seems like a crucial part of that is saying, the true I, cannot be changing. That the true I is constant in the way that Brahman is constant.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm lost, because
No.
my experience has always been change.
No.
So why am I constant?
No, you are not that constant as body-mind. You are not body-mind as body-mind, you are not constant. You are as H2O. As is the ocean is H2O. You are in that sense one. The small ripple, jiva, is made of water particles. Each water particle is H2O, 3 element. Hydrogen 2, I am making it Satchit. And third oxygen is Ananda, Satchida Ananda, H2O, 3. So every particle of the form, this is H2O, 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 H2O. I do not know that. And the ocean, H2O, H2O, H2O. In that sense, you are one. Not as a body. Ocean is ocean. You cannot be ocean anytime.
Right.
You are only ripple. But when you lose that identity, I am the ripple, I am the bubble, I am the wave, let it drop. It is ocean. When you drop the idea that I am the body, I am not the body, not the mind, then you are there. And so long the body idea is there, mind idea is there, you are an individual soul with suffering and pleasure and pain. We will have to struggle to get out of it.
Right. But when we're saying I am not the body and I am not the mind.
I am not the mind in spirit.
Correct. But I thought that the rationale given there was that I am not changing, so therefore I cannot be the body or the mind.
See, look at that. A very simple analysis, your own experience. Now you are talking. Who is talking? I. You are talking, you will say, I am talking. Which I? Consciousness mixed with your intellect, ego, mind, and organs of action. So, added all those. I is here when you are not speaking. Consciousness is here. All these things are not functioning. So, whether this can function or not function, but I is the constant. But we don't touch that I. We are a whole day we are forgetful about that I. When you are aware of that I, then you are that. Think about that. When your body mind does not function in the deep sleep, mind is all squeezed into the non-existential almost. That time is your most blissful time. Everyone enjoys deep sleep, is it not? Where the joy comes from? From you. It does not, someone does not punch an injection when you are sleeping, okay, here is the joy I am pushing in you. You feel the joy because your body is disconnected with the internal and mind is no more functioning. Senses are all given up. They are sleeping. Now, if you can go by meditation to that state, then you will feel that you are eternal. But just imagine, meditate on this point, that I am in joy, best joy. When? Not spending any money, going to restaurant and eating good food. Tongue. You may say, I got good food, my tongue was happy, I was happy. I went to a beautiful place, Niagara or some other place, to see the beauty, eyes, and that is joy. When you are sleeping, you pay no penny to anyone. But when you go to deep sleep state, when your mind does not function, your body identity is gone from you, you remain in a state of perfect joy. But that joy you do not know because there is a veil of ignorance. That veil to be broken by meditation and selfless work. If that can be broken, you are an illumined person. Then you will see that you are not this, you are that. That's why sadhana is necessary. Otherwise, Vedanta is very simple. Talking about I am talking does not mean anything. But you practice. Okay, let's give it. You have the question? No. Okay. ठीक है. So thank you all. It's a great joy to see you all. Hope to see you tomorrow also.
Thank you.
Announcement.
Yes, thank you so much, Swami. Thank you for the beautiful talk, and we hope you will join us again tomorrow. And we do have box prasad to go, so we'll just afterwards we'll open the doors in the kitchen area, and we'll have that to distribute. So we hope to see you back again tomorrow evening.